Hello and welcome. I'm so excited to be here. I am really excited to present this information to you. Today, we're going to be talking about materials, common materials that are found in our clothing, as well as the health consequences of wearing these materials, the positives, the negatives, and the alternatives as well. So, um, understanding the true price of these materials empowers us to make better, conscious choices for ourselves. So, first up, the item that we're going to talk about, the fabric, is polyester, the very popular polyester that is found in everything. Everything is made out of polyester, and polyester is one of the cheapest materials. It's made out of plastic. It is 100% plastic. And despite the price, it doesn't matter if it's like you're going to Prada, Dior, it doesn't matter the price. It's more than likely still going to be polyester. So it's really important to pay attention to that. So let me just do this real quick. Sorry. Okay. So polyester is contains harmful chemicals like formaldehyde, benzene, and antimony. These can leach into our skin, especially when exposed to heat or sweat. So when we wear polyester workout clothes, for example, or undergarments, formaldehyde, antimony, and benzene will seep into our pores. This can cause to rashes, itching, and allergic reactions, particularly with those with sensitive skin, hormonal disruptions as well, such as endocrine disruption and hormonal imbalance. And also, now I've recently started to see that there are cancer warnings on polyester items. And it talks about that this causes infertility and cancer. And this is like the California um, cancer, I don't know what it's called, but it like gives a warning. There are also long-term health effects of wearing polyester, which is an increased risk of cancer, respiratory issues, and reproductive harm. And this is with prolonged exposure. So wearing it once, wearing it twice, sure. But when we're exercising and our pores are opened, then it causes a massive absorption of those chemicals. And then let's talk about nylon. That is also a common fabric. And nylon is also a petroleum-based synthetic fiber known for its strength and elasticity, offers durability, but also comes with risks. The first one is also contains formaldehyde, acetone, benzene, and antimony, which can leach into the fabric and pose health hazards. And direct contact with the skin can lead to rashes, irritation, allergic reaction, hormonal disruption, respiratory issues. It can irritate the respiratory system and trigger asthma, and bacterial growth. So, bacterial buildup, odor, and skin infection. So, wearing synthetic fibers makes us smell bad when we work out. So, meaning that we have to use extra deodorant that is also leaching into our lymphatic system, as opposed to just wearing an alternative fabric where our skin and our lymph can breathe while we work out. And like with polyester, there is a potential cancer risk and hormone disruption and infertility. Spandex is another very common. It has incredible elasticity. It is commonly used in activewear, swimwear, and garments that require a high degree of stretch. There's also chemical exposure in spandex that causes respiratory issues, headaches, neurological damage. The neurological damage is more for the garment workers who work with the production of the fabric. However, there's still some issues that as consumers we can have. Formaldehyde, which is used in the finishing process to reduce wrinkles and add durability, can lead to skin irritation, respiratory problems, and increase cancer risk as well. And yeah, so those three are the most common in workout clothes and undergarments. Now let's talk about cotton, because now we're thinking, okay, so what are some alternatives? Let's do cotton. And cotton is a natural fabric that is derived from the cotton plant, known for its durability and softness. However, the production of cotton is not all that all that it seems. There are a lot of pesticides that are used in conventional cotton farming. And so they use glyphosate, they use Roundup for cotton farming, and this can remain in the fabric. So it's very important that if you do buy cotton fabric, to wash it first. Very, very important. So brand new item, you got to run it through the washer to remove all of the pesticides. Also formaldehyde, they love to use formaldehyde. And clorpyrifos. Cl- Clorpyrifos. It's an insecticide, which can also develop into neurological issues for children who are exposed to this during the production process. So the health risks for us, the consumer, are minimal when it comes to conventional cotton. However, it's just important to wash it first. Azo dyes are my favorite topic because I have gotten into I've gotten into some arguments on the internet over azo dyes, which is a really funny thing to get into arguments over people. But so the EU has banned azo dyes, and azo dyes are common in our fabrics. They are your neons, your pinks, your blacks, your blues, your reds. These are your common dyes, and 20 types of these azo dyes have been banned in the EU, and they're still widely used in countries with lax regulations like America. And azo dyes do not break down easily, leading to long-term environmental damage. They also have some serious health consequences and environmental consequences as well. They lead to skin irritation, hormonal disruption, and bladder cancer, which is very random, but they do. How to avoid azo dyes: wash new clothes before wearing them. This can help remove surface level chemicals, though it will not eliminate deeply embedded toxins. Look for certified clothing. So in the alternative fabrics, I'm going to speak about organic cotton, and that is the best material to wear, is organic cotton, not just conventional. Opt for natural dyes as well. There are so many alternative dyes that we can be using. We can be using plant-based dyes, mineral, and low impact dyes that are a safer alternatives. And other chemicals to watch out for are PFCs. They're often used to make fabric water resistant. PFCs can disrupt hormones, cause liver damage, and are also linked to cancer. Phthalates are found in some fabrics that add to flexibility. They are endocrine disruptors and can affect reproductive harm. Heavy metals are found all over fast fashion, especially Shein. Shein contains some of the highest levels of lead. It's insane. And there's actually been a bunch of different, I've seen a bunch of different videos where consumers would receive a package from Shein, open it up, and it says that this will kill you. This item will kill you because of the heavy metals, because of all of these chemicals that they use. Lead, cadmium, and other metals can be found in dyed fabrics, potentially causing neurological damage, particularly in children. They also use antimicrobials and flame retardants as well. These chemicals are used to prevent odors. It's crazy about Shein. Oh my gosh, I can go on and on about Shein. They are the worst of the worst. Antimicrobials and flame retardants are can be toxic to the immune system and have been linked to developmental issues as well. So a lot of this, it's harmful for us adults, but children are the ones who have weaker immune systems and bodies and are very heavily impacted by these materials. So it's really important to look for alternative fabrics and invest in our clothing. So quickly running over the relationship between synthetic fibers and exercises, skin irritation, we talked about that, poor breathability, overheating and discomfort during workouts, sweat retention, bacterial buildup, and odor. Now, uh, while they dominate the fashion industry, there are numerous sustainable and skin-friendly alternatives worth considering, like organic cotton, bamboo, hemp, and tencel, which we'll talk more in depth about that. Also, I want to touch on synthetic fiber and undergarments as well. This, I just want to scream this on the top of on like the rooftops, is synthetic underwear is possibly the worst thing that we can do for our bodies. It increases the risk of infection. This is your yeast infection. This is your fungal infection, your UTIs. It encourages bacterial growth because there is no breathability. Reduced fertility. Who knew? Who knew that this is where we need to look if we cannot conceive a child? It could be our underwear. It's insane. Could be contributing to that. Reduced fertility for men. Synthetic fibers that trap heat around the groin area can elevate temperatures, which may negatively impact sperm quality and fertility. And of course, we can't go without hormonal disruption and reproductive complications. So, synthetic fibers in undergarments is definitely um, something worth considering and looking into and investing in alternatives. So let's talk about the alternatives. Alternative fabrics. Let's start with organic cotton. And it is grown without synthetic pesticides, fertilizers, and GMOs. It's gentle on the skin, it's biodegradable, and far better for farmers and our ecosystem. And it's really important to make sure that it's certified with GOTS, OEKO, TEX, and et cetera. There needs to be a certification. Otherwise, it's just greenwashing, which is saying you're doing one thing and it's actually the other. It's like Shein having a conscious collection. What do you mean you have a conscious collection? It's like another example of greenwashing is McDonald's having sustainable coffee. Really? You have sustainable coffee? That is fascinating. Tell me more. And it's just a way to lie to consumers to get them to buy from them while not actually caring about the environment. H&M is so bad. It is famous for greenwashing. They're all about their organic cotton, their sustainability, but then all they do is they want to double their sales by 2030, which is insane to me. Anyway, other alternative fabrics are ahimsa silk. It's called pea silk, and it's different than regular silk. So regular silk is they boil the silk moth, in order to cut time in the processing. They don't wait for the natural process of the silkworm. They just boil them. And ahimsa silk is a cruelty-free version of traditional silk where the silkworms are not killed in the harvesting process. It's luxurious, breathable, and aligns with ethical, non-violent production practices. Always verify the source. Some piece silk may still involve harm unless certified. That's kind of the name of the game, is if there's no certification, that it's not. Unless they specified that this was made in a fair trade factory, this is organic cotton, certified GOTS, certified piece silk. It's not. They are just lying to get you to buy. There's very little regulation in the fashion industry. Hemp is another fabric that is amazing. It is a natural fiber made from the stalks of the hemp plant. It is durable, antimicrobial, requires little water, and actually improves soil health. So we can actually use fashion as a force of good instead of destruction. And bonus, it gets softer after each wear. And it's best for basics. You can have your shirts, your pants, your undergarments, and structured pieces as well. Hemp is it's a tough material, so it's good for like outer layers as well. Tencel is a semi-synthetic fiber made from sustainably sourced wood pulp, usually eucalyptus. It's soft, breathable, and produced in a closed loop system that recycle water and solvents. It's great for dresses, sleepwear, and breathable underwear. Milk fiber is another hypoallergenic fiber. So for people who have eczema and other skin issues, this is amazing. It is not vegan because it's milk. Um, However, it is made from the surplus milk protein that would otherwise go to waste. So it's a little bit of an ethical dilemma. It just depends on what you're looking for. It's silky soft. I've actually owned this fabric. I've had a dress out of this fabric, and I just felt like an Egyptian goddess. It was flowy, it was smooth. I loved that dress. It's soft, nourishing for the skin, and brilliant upcycling solution. So it's often blended with other materials to strengthen the fiber. It's a little flimsy, and so they use other materials to make it stronger. Wool, ethically sourced, it's very important because there's a lot of uh, mulesing is what it's called, that are just very violent towards animals. Animals are really harmed in the fashion industry. They don't care. And ethically sourced wool exists because the the sheep or alpacas are happy and they're just brushing them and taking all the wool. And it's okay. We don't have to be mean to animals, believe it or not. It's biodegradable, moisture wicking, and insulating. And it's very important to choose wool from farms that use non-mulesing practices and prioritize welfare. And finally, the last fabric that I want to talk to you about, and I saved the best for last. I love this fabric. It is bamboo. And bamboo is a renewable plant that grows up to 3 feet per day without the need of pesticides, synthetic fertilizers, or excessive water. It regenerates from its own roots, meaning no replanting or soil disruption. It's best used for everything. You can use it for undergarments and lingerie. It's soft, breathable, and antibacterial. Loungewear and sleepwear. It's a silky feel, temperature regulating. Activewear, sweat wicking, odor resistant, best in blends. Oftentimes in workout clothes, you'll find bamboo blends. Everyday basics, baby and maternity well as well. It's gentle, hypoallergenic for sensitive skin. However, there is a slight caveat. There are two types of bamboo fabrics. They're not all created equal, unfortunately. Bamboo rayon, viscose, is they use heavy chemicals in the production process, and it's important. It's just harmful to the environment. And if we're looking for alternative fabrics, there's to me, it's also important that the environment and the animals and the people are taken care of as well, not just me and my health. And bamboo linen, which is mechanically processed, is the good one. So, bamboo linen is made from bamboo stalks that are mechanically crushed. Then enzymes are used to break them down, similar to traditional flax linen production. No harsh chemicals are used. The result is a stiffer, more texture fabric like raw linen. And the trade-off is that it's more expensive and less commonly found. And that's my presentation.